Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Marvel Legends Ultimate Spider-Man Miles Morales. If Saturday morning cartoons fueled your imagination as a kid and powers your action figure collecting now as an adult, then you're in the right place. Thanks for stopping by and welcome to Saturday Morning Toy Collector. And if you like my content, please consider subscribing. Articulated Empire is your newest online retailer for shopping for your favorite figures and toy lines like Mythic Legions, Savage Crucible, and Animal Warriors of the Kingdom, to name a few. They ship your orders quickly and securely. Visit articulatedempire.com today and build your empire. Alright, so here's a closer look at the package. I dig the comic book style packaging, you know, kind of to tie in with the little comic book accessory he comes with. But it does say Miles Morales, Ultimate Spider-Man. I love this little comic book nod right here. That's pretty dope. We can see pretty much everything he comes with, especially this little comic book. And there's a lot of space back there, just a lot of empty package. You know, and look at all the trouble they went to with like the die cut and the cardboard and like all this plastic molding just to give us the effect that it's coming from other comics. It's got these stacked comic books sort of like fanned out. It says comic book accessory right there. On the back, we can see the cross sale with Banshee, Rom, which I also found and have in hand now, and then Ultimate Iron Man, Adam Warlock, and Dakin. But these are the only two that I'm going to get from this wave. I'm not going to... I don't need the rest. So we have some of the comic books right here that the covers were taken from, and then the cover of Ultimate Spider-Man #1. A little write-up right here says, in Miles Morales, the Ultimate Spider-Man #1, Miles must work to overcome the disappearance of his father and the aftermath of his battle with Galactus. I've never read that story, but it sounds like a lot of fun. So let's get this guy opened up and take a closer look. Alrighty, we're going to take a closer look at all of his accessories, but I did want to start out with showing off some of the hands. Now, I am going to say that I like the hand options here. I like what they're doing with the hands because instead of giving us two sets of everything, they're giving us one, at least one, of everything that we could possibly ask for. And I think that is a better way to do it. So first off, we get two whipping hands, but as you can see, even they are different. We have one with the thumb out, one with the thumb in. I think that's fantastic. You don't see this very often, so I really appreciate that. Next up, we do get one wall crawling hand. So we get one crawly, which I really appreciate. I think every single Spider-Man should come with at least one thwip and at least one punch and at least one crawly. You need them. So we get at least one, so I'm happy about that. We do get one punching fist, and then we do get one left fist that's open so he can carry either a web or some sort of other accessory. I think it's great. You get one of everything you possibly could need, and then we do get this really nice head sculpt with the mask on with the squinted eyes. So for once, we don't get, you know, the big open eyes, which I really appreciate. Typically, I have to go to like a third-party, like custom head to get with squinty eyes, and I really appreciate that. And then next up, we get this comic book, which is actually a lot of fun. It doesn't open. It feels it's just a singular piece of plastic, but it is kind of pliable. I guess this is what the purpose is of the grip in hand, is maybe so he can hold his own comic book. That's kind of cool. You could do that if you want. It is printed. This is not a sticker, so I don't know if you can kind of see, but you can see the plastic lines underneath of how it was made, but then the printing is done on top of it. It does have little staples on the side. They are raised. I can feel them, even if we can't see them. And then we have like the little spine here. You can see like the little pages. It looks like it could be open, but it can't. And then you have the Marvel Legends series on the back, which is really nice. So this is a fun little accessory, but honestly, it's not one that I really care for. I'm not really excited about these. It's neat to have, but I mean, this is going to go in an accessory bin and stay there forever because I can't really say that I need it. I got to tell you guys, oh man, I really don't want to get back into the maximum profit Spider-Man discussion. But this figure, guys, this figure is making it really hard to justify that price. This is quite simply probably one of the best Spider-Man figures that Marvel has ever made, Hasbro has ever made. This thing is amazing, and it's $25. Like I just, it even has some of the Marvel, the Maximum series Spider-Man articulation, namely here in the hips, and we're going to go over that. But I did just want to show off the Miles head here. So this is definitely a more adult Miles that we've seen before, even though this is more of a sort of like teenage body with like teenage proportions. This is not your grown full adult Peter Parker body here by any means. So I don't know what age range Hasbro was going for here. I don't know what age he is in the Ultimate Spider-Man comic. I don't know. But I really dig this face sculpt. It looks very nice. It's very clean. The paint is phenomenal. The paint apps are incredible. And paint overall on this figure is pretty great. The web lines are all nice and clean and nicely painted. The logo came out very clean and crisp. The logo on the back looks very nice. It's very clean. And the rest of it's just straight black for the most part with no texture other than right here. But, you know, this, my God, the articulation is sick. It is just ridiculous. Redonkulous? Is that what you're supposed to say when it's like beyond ridiculous? All right, so let's check out the head articulation. It is on a ball and a hinge, so you can look all the way up. You can look all the way down. That's crazy. You don't get a lot of bobble, but you do get some tilt. You can look all the way around. It looks great. The arms are on a ridiculous butterfly joint. So this is just standard, no additional posing. I'm not bending the elbows in, and you can see he can reach together and hold a lightsaber with two hands is what he's doing. And then you can see how the stripes across the back are painted on that shoulder joint, or that butterfly joint. And so, you know, if you do that, it sort of looks a little weird, but you can see how it goes in there, but it's painted all the way in. The arms can go all the way back if you want them. I mean, that's just ridiculous. I'm not even bending the elbows again. I'm not even like faking it by turning the elbows in and turning them out and then bending them in. That's crazy. The articulation there is just wild. You do get this beautiful, I love this. This is what we should always do, is to have like the butterfly joint. I mean, not the butterfly joint, the abdomen joint. So the diaphragm joint and the hinge down here, because you put all that together and like, it is ridiculous, like how far forward he can bend. And that's not even using the hips. You want to use those hips? Look at that junk right there. Like, get out of town. And like, I'm gonna let it go. That's how far forward he can bend on his own. No, I'm not even pushing it in like that. Like, it's just, that's how it goes. All of that bends back. You do have a little gap, so you got to watch that a little bit. But what you do there is you sacrifice the swivel at the waist. And I'm fine with that. I got swivel up here. If I need him to swivel, I can do that. Now, it does break the suit up. If that bothers you, you know, I just like this better than, like, I would rather have it up here than down here because of the articulation that you get with Spider-Man. You do have your standard bicep. You have double jointed pinless arms, can collapse all the way, looking great. Depending on which hands you have the hinge and then the swivel. And the hinge in there, you get lots of range of mobility there. And then this is where we got to talk, because I know a lot of people don't like the way these hips look because they come out so far. Now, you also can't put the legs together any further than that. But like we've seen with the Maximum series Spider-Man, you can put the legs together closer, but then you have this gap. You use that drop down and you have this gap. So that looks a little bit, you know, better to me. I don't really mind the gap that much because it's black on black. You can't really see it. But, you know, if that bothers you too much, you can always just drop them down. So you do have the drop down. You have the upper thigh cut. You have the double jointed pinless knees. Go back that far. We even get a boot cut. Completely unnecessary here, but you get it. And then you get the hinge, swivel, and forward-facing pin. So you get lots of mobility down there in the feet too. So let's pop this unmasked head off, put the masked head on, And I'm telling you, this guy just looks super tough. He poses ridiculous. Like, I just want to show you, like, people keep going on and on and on about all the posing that the Maximum Series Spider-Man gets you. Yep. Well, you're getting it here too, in a $25 figure. So when Hasbro says, or when people say, oh, well, some of that price goes for all the new tooling so that you can get him into these crazy poses the way Spider-Man should be able to get into, and that's why it costs so much. Well, then what's the deal here? What can't somebody explain that to me? Because this is a $25 figure, and he comes with 5 hands, 2 heads, useless comic book accessory. I mean, come on. It's not adding up. It doesn't add up. This guy is ridiculous. The posing that you can get him in, you're going to look at this and you're going to be like, you can do pretty much everything that you want with this figure that you would do, like, say, with like a Mafex or an SH Figure Arts. You're getting that in a $25 mass market retail figure. And that's fantastic. Hasbro, do more of this, because this is what we want. I will get so much joy and playability and fun and poses out of this guy. Like, to me, this is every penny worth $25 that you can get at the store. And that's what I paid for it. $24.99 at Target. I found it at Target. I didn't pay the extra, BBTS tax. I don't know what it is on there, if it's 25 or 26 or 27. I don't know. I have no idea what it is on Big Bad Toy Store, but I know it's not $24.99. Yeah, this guy is just pretty incredible. So how does he stack up against some other Spider-Man figures? Well, let's find out. All right, I'm going to bring in a few of my other favorite Spider-Man figures. So here is the Marvel Legends No Way Home Final Swing Suit Spider-Man. Now, he is on a base, but you can see this is a tiny body. Here he is next to the Mezco Classic Suit Spider-Man. I just happen to have him in a custom coat and backpack. But here he is next to another Marvel Legends Miles Morales. This is from the movie. So Into the Spider-Verse, you can see how he is there. Again, he's on a little base, but it's still much taller. And then getting this guy out of the way, here he is next to Mafex, Peter Parker. And you can see he's a little dude. He is a very little guy. I don't know. Is this how old he is in the comic? How old is he in the comic? Is he like 12? I don't know. The head sculpt seems like he's a little older than that. This doesn't really look like a 12-year-old head sculpt. But yeah, I don't know. Is he just a young kid in it? I'm not sure. But what we're really going to do here is we really got to get this guy into some really crazy poses. And I just want to showcase just how well this guy poses up. I mean, I don't know what else to say other than, if you are a fan of Spider-Man, hit your local Targets, see if they're in stock. Check Target.com, check Amazon, check all the places. Check anywhere that you like to shop. Check your local comic store, find this guy, track him down, and put him in your hands. Because I can't think of, since probably the Final Swing Suit from No Way Home, I can't think of a better Marvel Legends Spider-Man figure to date. Now, I don't have my hands on my Ultimate Profit Spider-Man or Maximum Profit Spider-Man. I do have one coming. I cannot wait to get him in hand to see what all the fuss is about, to see if he's as great as everybody says he is. And I have no reason to think that he's not. But I know this guy is going to beat him on price because he's half the price. He's $25. This is crazy good. Like, I need more Marvel Legends figures like this. When it comes to Spider-Man, or characters like, say, Nightcrawler, or any of these really lithe, nimble, leaping, jumping, crazy, acrobatic characters, they all need to be moving like this. They need these articulation points. They are absolutely phenomenal. This figure is phenomenal. Best $25 I have spent in a while. I just can't say enough good stuff about it. Seeing him compared to other Spider-Man, it's kind of eye-opening to see that he's so small and so little compared, but maybe that's the whole point. Maybe in Ultimate Spider-Man, he is little. Somebody's going to let me know in the comments down below. I'm positive of it. But I just can't say enough good stuff. This is a phenomenal figure, and I will definitely get my $25 worth. So let me know in the comments down below. Do you have this guy? Do you gush over him as much as I do? Do you not have him? Do you not like him? Do you not even want to add him because he's too small? Let me know in the comments down below what you think about this figure. And thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. I super appreciate it. Please continue to check us out over at Instagram at Saturday Morning Toy Collector. I am your Saturday Morning Toy Collector, Mark, and I'll see you in the toy aisles.